here's one of my favorite features in Articulate Storyline. That's the ability to convert any slide and its content to a drag and drop interaction. So let me show you how easy that is. So right now this is just a slide. It could be an imported slide from PowerPoint. In this case, it's just a slide in Storyline. And I've got a file cabinet, I've got a trash can. And I want to create a simple interaction so where I can sort paper. And some paper is going to be filed, some paper is going to go into the trash. So let's go ahead and create a piece of paper here. I'm just going to use a shape. And you can see the authoring in here. It's very familiar. We'll make it look like a piece of paper here. So we've got a piece of paper, and I'm going to duplicate that. So we'll say the white paper goes in the file cabinet. Let's duplicate this again, and then we'll say the green paper here. Let's make these green. The green paper goes in the trash can. So let me move this over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and convert this to a drag and drop. So right now they're just shapes on the screen, and I'm going to go to Insert, Convert to Freeform. There's drag and drop. Hit OK. This is going to open up a form. So on the form I have to choose what's going to be draggable and where do I need to drop it. So we're going to drag all of the rectangles, and what you'll notice the red box here, it makes it really easy to locate stuff in case you didn't title it. So we're going to make all the rectangles draggable. The white rectangles need to go in the file cabinet, and the green ones will go in the garbage. And then over here we can see there's some options. I'm just going to keep everything by default. And now when we preview this, what you'll notice is I have a submit button and I have a drag and drop interaction. So I'll just drag them all to the same place. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's basically a static slide, could just be anything, could easily be converted to a drag and drop interaction. So that only took about 10 seconds to do. Let's go ahead and do some edits so you can see what happens. One is you'll see you get the correct, incorrect feedback. So I can always modify those. The other thing is, let's say I don't want to have a submit button, but I just want to give you feedback. So when you drop it in the wrong area, it's just going to bounce back. So you'll have to do everything right to advance. So the first thing I can do is I can go to edit the drag and drop. And let's say I'm just going to return everything back when it's not dropped in the correct target. And I'm going to hit save and close. And then I'm going to come down here to the slide properties, and I'm going to turn off the submit button, and we'll just put a previous next button so it looks like regular navigation. Because I don't need to grade them or submit it, they're going to have to put it in the right spot. So let's go ahead and see what that did. Now you notice there's previous next button. And the reason I don't need a submit button is because they already get feedback here, so they can only do it the right way. And then, at that point I could give them feedback and say, hey, great job, and then go to the next slide. So you can see how easy that was. Let's do this. Let's randomize these. So I want these to show up in a different order. Just go to Edit, Drag and Drop. I can shuffle my answers. So we'll do that. Hit Save and Close. And let's number these so we can see that they're being shuffled, because there's only 4 options, so there's only so many ways you can shuffle. So let's preview this slide and see how they're shuffled. Let me refresh this. And then you can see it's shuffling. So you can put them in any order you want to. One last trick. What if I want to stack these? So let me see. I'm just going to stack them all together. Actually, let me just do this. I'm going to select them all. And what we'll do is we'll align them here. And now they're all aligned. And I want them to appear one at a time. So just go to Edit, Drag and Drop. And I'll have them appear one at a time. So hit Save and Close. We preview this. Now instead of looking at all of them, they've got to make a decision with one. Okay, I think that goes there. Okay, nope, that's not going to go there, so it goes there. That's going to go, nope, it goes there. So you can see how easy that is. So in about 10 seconds, you can take any slide that you have and convert it to a drag and drop interaction, and then you can see there's a lot of things you can do to customize that. So now all of a sudden you have this ability to build whatever you want to if you want to use drag and drop capability. So it's just a matter of, how are you going to use the drag and drop interactions to build a better learning environment.